This is Money Smart Questions, Money Smart Answers with your host, the Money Smart Guy, Matthew Sapaula.
Well, most people are coming from the standpoint, when they come to see me, they don't like where they are. Right. So that in itself is an indicator that either they've been working against themselves or they may be working against themselves as we get started. Sure. So we could do all this exercise. Now, it's not to say that exercise doesn't create a sense of relief, like you're actually taking charge of your life. Sure. So that can do something as well. But the downside of that is now you've put all your eggs in one basket. Everything's about action. So if you ever stopped at action, guess what? Your belief is going right back to that place. Now you feel guilty that you're not doing it. So a culmination of three things. We'll address the chemical, which is the nutrition. We're going to address the physical, but let's start with how you're thinking. How are you approaching where you are? If you don't like where you are, that's going to work against you, because every time you think about where you are, you create stress. Right. That stress then produces cortisol. Cortisol produces blood sugar that you don't use, but it also creates craving. Right. So let's try to, at least with your body, slow down or stop that negative cycle that you already have going on. Right. And one of the reasons why we want to change that, if we can at least get you to be at peace with where you are. When you go home and look in the mirror after your workout, what are you looking at? You're looking to see if the things that you don't want are gone. But if we can make peace with where you are, now your body is just feedback. It is just where it is. And I like to think that it's a culmination of what you've been doing, but you didn't know. Right. So we let you off the hook on that. You didn't know how you got where you got.
Now, I didn't ask Neil this on the show, which you got to check out, by the way, on our blog at moneysmartradio.com. What got you to start this business?
Let me take a step back. I was working on myself first and foremost. Yeah. When I opened a business, I realized how much I didn't know about myself, how much I didn't know about running a business, how much I didn't know about people, how to manage, people within my business. And there's some things that I really needed to tend to. And it was either sink or swim at that point. Either my business failed or I failed in life. And that was a lot bigger than anything that I'd ever encompassed. So it was sink or swim at that point that I decided to swim.
What's the one thing that people can take away from their experience in working together with you?
Well, that their body is just feedback. If you have a body that you don't like, it's not necessarily because you're not exercising right or eating right. You may not be exercising or eating right because your body is programmed not to eat right and exercise. So your body, where it is nothing more than feedback. It's an indicator. So the question is, what is it indicating? The easiest place to start is looking at how are you approaching yourself. And you know that by the way that you feel. We feel the way that we feel, not because of the outside circumstances. You feel you were frustrated with something, not because of what happened, but because of what you were making where you were meant, what that meant to you. Right. So it's more about how we interpret who we are and what we are. So start by challenging the way that you're looking at things, because your body is just what it is. Right. The fact that you don't like it has not only gotten you where you are, but keeps you where you are. But it's an interpretation. Right. Somebody else can have the same body and look and think about it in a completely different way. The goal there is just to, if anything, make peace with where you are so you stop working negatively.
Very good. Neil has genuinely impressed me with his thought, his knowledge, his expertise in this area. Make sure you buy his book, The Thought Diet. Go to his website, which is down here at the bottom of the screen. Check out his site. Check him out. Check him what he's all about. I'm impressed by Neil. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
Smart Radio. Thanks, Neil. All right, take care, buddy.
Good stuff.